Okay, so looking back at these two sessions, I think there were a few things that worked well. I think having the PAs assist with the circuit and um, going along with the skaters and guiding them along and maybe reminding them of what skills were to be performed where. I thought that was good because it gave me maybe a bit more time to give that individual feedback um, while the circuit continued going. I also thought the just progressions themselves of the skills worked well. I think the skaters were pretty clearly able to see how practicing one skill then led into another and so on. What didn't go as expected? Sometimes, like I mentioned this on my self-evaluation, I maybe would have set up the flow a bit better, and I maybe would have, at the start, maybe tried to get the skaters to space out, because I felt that kind of kept coming up at certain points, and I maybe expected the skaters to maybe know maybe like the appropriate distance to keep between themselves and the next skater or the previous skater. But as I say, it ended up working out, especially with the PAs and the other coach. Did I deviate from the lesson plan? No, not on these ones. I have had to before, especially if there is one skater who she has difficulty focusing, and she has and so she has to continually be redirected, and so a lot of times that involves a deviation from the circuit itself and the lesson, and maybe modifying it for her. What would I do differently next time? I think maybe I would spend a little bit more time on that individual feedback of the skills, and a little bit more let the PAs or another coach take over the circuit itself. And like I was saying about reminding them what skills are to be performed where, and to keep that flow going, so that I can just individually kind of go along and give feedback to every skater. Yeah. So that's all I would do differently. Otherwise, I think it went okay.